We are live on the Miguel and Holly and the Hits 961 Facebook page for Queen City Confessions Teacher Edition.
I want to hear these teacher secrets.
And we've been doing it all week. So if you're a teacher and you're like, ooh, wait, what's happening? Because I know for Charlotte Mecklenburg, this is teacher work week as you're getting ready for the school year.
Yep.
You can always text us your confessions anonymously. Text hits and that confession to 96893. Here's the first one. I used to be a high school teacher right after college. One night I was working late. I went into one of the girls' bathroom and wrote on the walls that Mr., my last name, is a stud. That was a low point and realized I was spending too much time at work.
Yeah.
Glad
Low
you
point.
realized that.
Low point. Like,
Glad you realized that.
We all have low points. After the fact that you do that, do you kind of like cringe at yourself inwardly? Because like, listen, I have cringeworthy things that I've done, obviously, but like you think back on that and you just internally, you're like, oh, God.
But like, I wonder how long did it take you? Like, was it that night when you finally went home and you were like laying in bed and you're like, did I really just try to get high school girls to talk about me like that way? Something's wrong.
I hope it was that night or even in that week, because maybe that night you were kind of like, you know what? Yeah. And then like a couple days and you think about it and you're like, oh dear, I've made a grievous mistake.
Here's another confession. I told my current school that the break in my resume was because I wanted to spend more time with my son at home. The truth is, I was searching desperately for any job other than teaching. I didn't find anything, so here I am, still teaching this year.
Oh, man.
That's unfortunate.
It really is. It's unfortunate for you and the kids, you know, because we all got to eat. I mean, and if that's your skill and you're like, I can do this job well, and you do it, but you know your heart's not in it. It just is unfortunate. It's a bummer.
Here's another confession. This isn't really a teacher confession, but I'm a teacher. There's only 3 of us guy teachers at this school. I'm gay. The other 2 are straight. Well, I saw one of the male teachers that's married on Grindr this past weekend during Charlotte Pride.
What?
I'm not going to do anything with it. It was just shocking because him and his wife seem so happy and basic.
Well, maybe that's why, because it's very basic.
I mean, there's nothing
like maybe he's having a double life.
Right.
Or who knows what? It could be anything, but I don't. And of course, people will say like, oh, maybe they have an arrangement.
Right.
They might.
They probably don't.
But they probably don't. So.
Do you do anything with that information? Especially as just a coworker? Like, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you can do anything because what could you do that's not going to put you in an awkward spot at your job?
If you've ever found a coworker in a compromising position, what did you do with that information? Text hits in your answer to 96893. All right, it is 7:13. We have a Hall of Fame blown off at 7:40. But first, it's Thursday, which means it's time for Throwback Throwdown. We want to get you tickets to see comedian Becky Robinson at the Fillmore this Saturday. We just need 2 fam members to play. 1-844-HITS-961.
1-844-448-7961.
Throwback Throwdown.